Hello everyone, Sunset2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Pocket Tools. A mod that simply adds in a bunch of different pocket versions of blocks. And yeah, so take a look. So as far as I've come across, you cannot find these in creative mode. I've tried, and I don't know anything about recipes, so can't cover that part either. The closest or easiest way I've been able to get them is by using the /give command, and when you just do that in anything Pocket Tools, it'll show up with any of the following listed here. So let's get some of these out so we can find out what each of them does. Now, just a bit of a heads up for anyone using this, if you're not a fan of the bundle functionality, I would say definitely don't use this mod, because it has very much a focus on that sort of way where you're right-clicking and left-clicking and that a bunch of stuff in and out, compared to how most people use a backpack instead to actually chuck a bunch of stuff in like you would a chest and not think about it or sort it out later or something. But yeah, there mostly is a bunch of bundle-like clicking here, so keep that in mind. Now, obviously for the end portal, we've got it where I've got 4 of these here. You don't need 8 or 12, and you just get an eye of enter and then right-click on it, and you get access to a portal. I have no idea how to actually access the portal at all, so no clue what you do afterwards with that. But either way, you can't move the end portal pocket items when there's an eye of enter in it, not just because of the portal being there, but because it actually just doesn't move it. I've even tried with the cactus and it does nothing. So yeah, which I'll get into what the cactus can do, of course, soon. So we'll get where is it? Let's get one end portal one here, and I'll just right click it, and you can see I can't move it. I can't do that. So yeah, it'll pretty much just use up your slot if you're not careful, which is kind of awkward. But anyways, so the armor stand, starting off first, allows you to store your armor portably. Just use leather for example, and if we just right click, you can see it's on the armor stand, and you can right click again to take it off. And there we go. So you want to right click everything on, again, same as the bundle, and then you've got it there and stored, and then you right click in it, right click in the inventory, not outside of it, because you're using everything in your inventory here, and you'll remove all of it. So there's that, so that's the pocket armor stand. Next we have the blast furnace, which pretty much has it where you just right click or fuel, and then it'll do everything from there. So we get a bunch of coal, and we'll get a bunch of iron ore for example. I'm just going to get sand for the furnace, or what's the smoker block. So let's see, just pick all these up. So you want to just go like 2 here, right click here, you can see we've got 2 coal as fuel. Right click here, we've got our iron, and then you can see the durability bar, or obviously the processing part. So obviously we've got that smelted, and that's fine, and then obviously if we empty it out, we get our ingots. And you do obviously have it where it constantly is just moving in the bottom right corner, as you can see there. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and get rid of mobs, so I can get my experience from the block. So we've got 2 from when I was last testing something. If we take it here, I don't think I'm gonna get experience from ingots, am I? I am not. So apparently you don't get experience when doing this, which I know you do from blast furnaces. It's just a bit less, I think, than a normal furnace. So you don't get experience when using a blast furnace in a pocket form, it seems. We'll just do the same thing, obviously, with the furnace, just to see what happens. We'll just do some sand. Why did it not? Oop. Okay, so there's no fuel anymore. That's why. So we've got that. Obviously, it's slower in comparison. Right clicking, we've got our glass and no experience whatsoever. We'll do the same obviously with the smoker block. And we'll wait. And nothing when cooking our baked potato either. So, don't know if that's supposed to be a possibility, or it's not implemented yet, or it's a bug, but it's one of the few. Next, moving on, we've got the cactus, which is simply just a way to remove things. Again, you can't remove the end portal, but you can even your processing machines there, you can all this, you can pretty much, I think, anything in your inventory even, as well as just the existing pocket versions of stuff, so we'll move that out of the way. Next we have the Composter, which obviously is a portable composter. We'll find creative here, it's not going to, there we go. And now I don't know exactly what fills up a composter that easily, I don't remember, I'd have to use REI for something like that. But you simply right click one at a time, I don't think you can do stacks, and shift clicking just moved the composter into the thing, so yeah, I'm just going to test with an actual composter for comparison, because I actually don't know how much does what. You see, that actually fills it up quite easily, somewhat, depending on the chance. So technically, I have been using a ton of saplings in testing, or in a prior attempt of recording this, and it did not fill it up as quick as that, so I don't know how the pocket version works compared to the others, and I really don't know the answer to that. But yeah, I'm assuming you get bone meal from this, and that's fine. And I assume, like the regular one, it should have it where you can't even put anything in anymore. But I don't think I've had that at all. So keep trying with, for example, I don't know, some leaves or so. Yeah, but again, you're clicking one at a time, you can't shift click them in or do a stack or something like that, which is kind of unfortunate. Technical bundles you can even do a stack, so I don't get why, even if it's still just right clicking to do everything. But yeah, I don't know if you get bone meal that easily from it or not, because it's taken a while and I have not gotten much from it, so I don't know the chances or the differences applied here. I can't right click or shift right clicking, so I don't know. The Grindstone, of course, gives you actually XP when you're moving enchantments and such, so we'll just do this. So as you can see, I've got the 2 there, and if I just right click it, it'll give me 4 now. Obviously, again, depends on the enchantment, so there's that. So if you just want to get experience from enchanting things, or whatever other functionality Grindstone has that I don't remember, then you can do that. There's no anvil one though, of course, so some certain things you'd probably want on that are not available here. You've got the note block, which will want a, I don't know, just a log, for example. Let's grab one, and we'll right click. You can see that it'll set the actual note for you. It's kind of hard to see in the tooltip a bit, so I'll turn it to C or C sharp, or it's green. So you can see that it changes the note, it just does that. After that, I don't know what else, because you're only just able to change the note. I don't know if right-clicking also plays it, I think. Yeah, it seems like it. As you can see, it appears in the subtitle. So using a block changes the note, but simply right-clicking plays the note. So there's that. And finally, we have the Pocket Jukebox. You just need, obviously, any music disc, and it will play everything for you. So just put it in here, and I don't think... Yeah, so it just puts it in and out. I don't know if it automatically plays it or not, because I haven't got sound on, and I also don't put it in the recordings, so I can't really tell. But it doesn't say anything here. So, yeah, I'd have to actually set up my audio environment, which I'm not going to do. But my guess is it either just plays it after you put the disc in, or something else. But, yeah. Otherwise, though, that's basically the mod. There's just pocket versions of certain blocks. I don't know how to access the portal, though. Don't know what you're supposed to do there. But if you want to get rid of stuff with a cactus, you sometimes can't, and otherwise you can just remove them there if you don't want to take up your inventory space. Now I don't know if you could probably do this in a chest, actually, if you had a end portal, for example. We'll get Eyes of Ender. We'll get a bunch of these. Not they don't stack either, which is fun. Just do this, and this, and this, and we'll do this, 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 and this. Nothing. Interesting. So it works in your inventory, it doesn't work in the chests, and you can't even get out of the chest until you do that. You can't even move them from there. Yeah, I don't know. Having them stuck there kind of makes sense for forming the portal, but if you aren't even forming a portal, it seems kind of awkward, but I don't know if there's a way in that to go about that, probably. But yeah, that's basically it. If you're into sort of keeping stuff in your inventory, go for it. If you're not into the sort of bundle-like logic of right-clicking and left-clicking and doing this, that, and the other to put things in and out of the blocks, then I definitely don't recommend the mod. But if you're fine with that, then go for it. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.